Okay, so it seems I'm live because I got notification. That means we are live, and I don't know how many people are watching this. Let me just take down questions. In fact, I should be going from here. So let me just open my web page from my browser itself. Okay, where is the event? Okay, that's great. So we got 25 people watching this, and that's great. So people are joining. We are going live after a long time, I guess. Last time I went live for a big time. I mean, for a long time. It's maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe. Okay, doesn't matter. So here we go. So today we are going to talk about the future updates which will be coming on this channel. And I'll be taking out some questions. Now, since I'm very excited for the new courses which we are going for, we are almost at the end of spring. So, we can actually start with some new courses. Yeah, so I will try to answer all your questions here. So just hold down. Okay, first of all, I cannot answer all the questions as we expect, but I will try to answer as much as possible. But before that, I want to put some points about the future updates. Now, first of all, we met after a long time. So, hello everyone. I hope you are doing good. I hope you are learning a lot of stuff in the vacation. In fact, I'm into a lot of upgradation now because the things are changing, right? If you have seen my videos, things are changing very fast. So, of course, we need to upgrade ourselves as well. And I'm doing that now. I'm upgrading myself to some new things. Let's see how thing goes. Okay, so there are some lot of updates coming, and what else? Yeah. So yes, I'm upgrading myself, and I'm trying to improve myself in terms of the skill set and the technology which I work on. Working on some projects, some very wonderful projects on the other side, and also looking. So I have, as I mentioned way back, that I'll be cutting down all my corporate training. So as you know, people who are new to channel, so basically I spend most of my time in corporate training. I do online training as well. And now from last 3 months, I have stopped all the online training. So initially we used to take online batches, and fees was a bit high because of the time which I spent there. But now we are not going for any online batches. Okay, so online training has been shut down. In fact, nowadays also I get some requirements. I get some calls. I don't know from where they're getting my number. So I do get calls for courses, and I should have updated on my website that all the courses have been shut down. So I will do that. So there are no courses, no online courses, and everything will be free on YouTube. Everything will be free for everyone on YouTube. That's the motto of this channel, right? It's all free. Now, coming to the updates. Now, in fact, I used to love Java. In fact, I still love Java. But looking at this world, the things are changing very fast. Now, if you talk about IoT, if you talk about big data, then we have blockchain. Things are changing very, very fast, and that's where I get a lot of suggestions and requests on Facebook, on YouTube. In fact, I have a Facebook profile. I don't know if you have followed my Facebook profile. I get a lot of questions, about they want me to make new tutorials. Yes, I'm working on Java, and then I am uploading a lot of Java videos, but then we have certain requirements for Python as well. Now, it's not the first time I'm getting requirement for Python. Maybe last 2 or 3 years, the moment we got some followers on this channel, I'm getting a lot of requests for Python, and I used to avoid it. I'm trying to avoid Python from a long time. I started working on Python for some time, and then again shifted to Java because all my projects are on Java. So it's not that you cannot learn Python, because if you know language like Java, it's very easy to learn Python because Python is being one of the easiest language ever. So you can learn that very easily. But the only thing is, the project which I was working on, all requirements were based on Java. So I was not getting much time to work on Python. But now, since we are moving towards machine learning, things are moving towards blockchain, it's high time for me as well to give you Python videos. In fact, from the Jan itself, I was thinking to put some Python videos, not all, but now, since I'm getting most of my time, I can give I can give you Python videos. Okay, what else? Now, the next set of requirements which I'm getting is microservices. Now, in the world of Java, not just Java, all the server-side programming, we have this. when we create about big app, when we talk about big applications, earlier people used to follow waterfall model or even agile. When you make a big project, it's a one big project, and you know it's very difficult to manage one project. It's very difficult to update it, and that's where we got this new architecture, which is SOA, which is service oriented architecture. But still, it is companies are finding it difficult to to create amazing projects with all this things available, and that's where industry is moving towards microservices now. So most of the companies, they are building microservices. And because of that, I'm getting a lot of requests for microservices. So yes, microservices course will be coming, and the amazing thing is it's free. Okay, so microservices course will be free, Python will be free. And let's talk about blockchain now. Okay, so blockchain is something which is bit difficult, or not you cannot say difficult, but it's a bit different for every one of us. It's very new. Because if you talk about Python, if you know C programming, if you know Java, it's easy to learn Python. If you have worked on maybe REST API, you can learn services, microservices. Blockchain is something which is very different, which is coming in the market. And even if I want to teach you, I should be having good use case for that, good examples, good practical examples. So I can start with blockchain videos. The only problem is I want to create some use cases. So I'm waiting for that. Once I get some use case, I can start with blockchain videos. Yeah. So that's the entire plan here. So in future, you can expect Python, microservices, and blockchain. Now, how fast I can go with that? Let's see, because I'm also working on courses like data structure, so it will be completing soon. And the next part, which is Spring, we are almost at the end. I'm trying. So the thing which I promised about Spring Boot, it's complete, but I was not able to complete all the things like Spring Security and Spring, what is the meaning, Spring Batch, because I have not worked on Spring Batch much, so maybe I will not be doing that. About Spring Security, yes, I can make one video on that, and that will be the end of Spring Boot. Now, if you have any certain requirement on Spring Boot, let me know, in the comment section or on Facebook. Let me know what else you need in Spring Boot. But after that, we'll start with microservices and Python. So maybe next week or next to next week, we'll start with Python. I don't know how many people are excited for Python. In fact, I will be putting a poll after some time how many people want Python, so that the more request I will get, the more motivated I will feel, and more excited I would be to create that course. So let's see how we'll go with Python. So all these courses will be there on Telusko Learning for free. That's important. Now, okay, now there is one more thing. I don't know how you will take it. First of all, I can see there are 164 people are watching this, and come on, guys, if you like this type of session, click on the like button there. That's a motivation, as I mentioned in the last video. Okay, so that's great. Okay, what else? Let me just check if I'm properly visible. Let me just check, myself. Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, so what else? Yes, I will get a poll. Let me know how many people want Python tutorials from me, so that I'll be very excited. Yeah, so those are the things which are on the way. What else? I'm also thinking about learning Dart, which is Google's language. Dart, we'll see how that goes, because things are changing in the Java world and in the entire world. So of course, Dart will be, maybe it will be next big thing. Okay, so now it's time to pick up questions. That was the updates. Let me know in the comment section, in the chat window, you're thinking. Yeah, and about the courses. Yeah, now there's one more thing. I'm just facing one issue here about how do I survive working on YouTube and giving all the courses for free. Because when you sell courses, you earn something so that you can survive. You can do this setup. It takes a lot of investment to do this setup, especially this mic which I'm using here, the laptop for editing videos, the camera. It takes a lot of money. In fact, now I'm planning to buy a good lens, because just to give a better effect. We are also working on green screen, so just to make your learning experience much better. uh, I'm trying to implement those things now. So of course we need some investment here. Now the way I'm going for this investment is, of course I will not be asking you to buy the courses. All the courses will be free. The only thing is, I can expect some donations right now. Not big donations. Small donation will do, like Patreon. As a lot of YouTubers, they depend on Patreon because you can donate there. Um, Not just me, all the I have seen a lot of YouTubers, they follow Patreon. Maybe it's a good way, because I do have account on Patreon. I don't have much patrons there because I'm not following Patreon much, but I'll be doing from next week. I'll be being busy on Patreon as well, so that I can get some investment, so that I can work more on this. I want to start all my corporate training because it takes much of my time. So if I stop corporate training, then YouTube will be the only way. YouTube and some project will be the only way to survive. Now, YouTube. So people think that we earn a lot from YouTube. Yes, we do earn a bit, not much, just for survival. But it's creating sound. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So maybe some donations will be helpful. Maybe you can use Patreon, or you can use. Yeah, we have other options. Like we have, I can see in the some chat window about Paytm. We can use Instamojo. We can use PayPal. Let me know. So I'll be putting a link in the description area later, or maybe on the community tab. Just if you can, help with the donations, it will be very helpful for me. In fact, you can donate now as well. You can just go to telusko.com slash. So go to telusko.com. There is a tab called as contact us. In that we have 3 links for supporting. In case if you want to support, there's no compulsion there. Okay, so that's about the donations. Donations are welcome as always. Now let's start with the questions. Okay, so we are ready for donation. Oh, that's great. A lot of support in terms of donations. Okay, so let me just share my link so that it will be helpful. So go to telusko.com. So you can see in the chat window I've shared the link, and go there and search for contact us, and you can donate there. Okay. I guess PayPal is not working for me because PayPal has updated something and it's not working. But let's see. Okay, so let's start with the questions, and let me just pick up some questions from there itself. So please say something in Hindi. हिंदी में क्या बोला जाए? आप कुछ बोलो तो हम कुछ बोले. Okay, so yeah, okay, so where's that? How about SAP? You're looking for the SAP course on this channel, and the answer is no. I'm not into SAP because so when I was in my college, I wanted to learn SAP, but the course fees was so high. I kept the dream of doing SAP, on site. So no, SAP's course on this channel will not be there because I don't know SAP. I don't work on SAP. Okay, so okay, Dhruv says, can you start blockchain course first because there are tons of tutorials on Python already. Now the thing is, yes, I want to start blockchain as soon as possible. The only thing is I'm busy with the content creation of it, and I was busy with the Spring Boot. Now, see, Python will not take much time of me because I know Python. Is just that I just want to make a content and edit it and then upload. The thing is, it will help a lot of people. I know there are a lot of content available on YouTube, and that was my thinking. If you want to learn Python, just go to YouTube and search for Python, and you will learn a lot. Now the thing is, people who follow me, so we have this thing. Every trainer has a different way of training, and some people, they like my training. Some people like someone else training, and people who like someone else training, they are watching those videos. Now, people who watch my videos, my Java videos, or maybe they want to learn Python from me, so they got this, they got this flow of learning from Telusko Learning. So maybe they want Python from my side. And one of the reasons I want to upload Python videos is because maybe in future I will train on machine learning, I will train on blockchain. So that's where we will need a Python videos. So if I will teach you Python, it will be easier for me to teach the advanced concepts. That's the only idea. Again, I will not be making the frameworks. I will not be making videos on framework as of now. Only the Python language, not the frameworks, because again, framework will take a lot of time. Uh, but maybe you can expect that in future. So yes, blockchain is on the way. Okay, don't worry, blockchain will be uploaded because Python will not affect the pace for blockchain. What will affect pace of blockchain is microservices because I want to update. I want to upload both, right? So that's where it will take some time. Okay, so I'm doing advanced Java. What to do next? Please guide me. So when you say advanced Java, so this question is from Manish. I'm saying it. So Manish says I'm doing advanced Java. What to do next? Now this is a very famous question. In fact, I have a video on this topic. What to do after advanced Java, or what to do after learning Java. Now the thing is, when you learn Java, the first thing you do is you go for the advanced part, which is Servlet, JSP, and maybe EJB if you are doing that, because in some colleges we still have that concept. So people do learn EJB now as well, and some of the industries they still use EJB. Now, the famous framework which we all are using is Spring Framework. So in the industry, we use Spring Framework for microservices as well. We have Spring Cloud, we have AWS where we deploy all the applications. So if you have learned advanced Java, I would say go for Spring Framework, learn how to use AWS, deploy your applications there. Now, at this point, when you complete learning Spring Framework, when you complete learning AWS, you will know yourself that what to do next, because there will be things which is coming on the way. The moment you start working on a project, there are some things which you will feel, hey, this we don't have this, hey, we don't have this. So you will automatically start learning those things. So I would say go for Spring Framework. That you should go for. Okay, Rohan says, what happened to internship? How many selection? Oh, now this is amazing. When I started talking about internship, I was expecting that we'll go for one Java developer, we will go for one Android developer, and then we will go for one designer. But then we got so many applications. Approximately more than 1,300 applications in the first round. That was submission. The assignment submission. For the second round, it was reduced to 100 because the questions were difficult. And for the third round, I chose 9 candidates. Now, out of those 9, or maybe 10 candidates, out of those 10, when I was interviewing them, it was amazing, the way they were answering those questions, the excitement they were showing. It's not just so the hiring was not just based on the skill set you have. It was also based on the type of approach you are taking for the project, the type of approach you are taking. The efforts you are taking to answer those questions, the effort you are taking to make the project. So I love that effort, and ultimately I want to select 3, but then I cannot do that, right? Because it will be injustice to the people who I'm not selecting. So what I did, I hired 9 people. So, okay, so now I know it's very difficult for me to manage them because I'm busy with my work, I'm busy with videos, and I'm busy with them as well, because it's not that easy to manage interns. Making them understand what to do, because maybe it's the first time for them to work on a real-time project, and it takes a lot of communication. It's not that we are working in the same office. It is remote internship, right? So we do talk on Hangout, and due to some lack of internet connectivity, thing goes down there. So yeah, so I'm very happy with the type of efforts my interns are showing, and amazing. I will be sharing those names soon. Maybe when the things start working, maybe the Android app and the website, you will see their names there. Don't worry. So you will get all the updates about my interns. Maybe I'm asking them to make videos. Let's see how that goes. So that's awesome. Hey, we got a super chat. Mayuresh Joshi. Hey, hi, Mayuresh. Thank you so much for the super chat. Mayuresh says, thanks for the great content. Helped me a lot. That's my pleasure, Mayuresh. Okay, so what next? Siddharth says Python. Yay. Python on the way. Yay. Okay, sir. Hi, sir. When can we expect complete blockchain Python tutorials? The deadline is important, right? Okay, so you are giving me a deadline, right? So I will take a deadline. When do you want me to complete the entire Python? So maybe 2 weeks. Complete Python tutorials in next 2 weeks. Okay, so I will start from Friday and then 2 weeks. Yeah, so this Sunday, so I will start from Friday and then 2 weeks. So it will be, so you can calculate that. That is my Python, uh, what do you say, deadline. So please take a note on that. Python deadline, 2 weeks, 5 days. So almost 3 weeks. Blockchain deadline, 4 weeks. So this is important for me, because I don't have a boss. You are my boss, so I have to take deadlines now. So 4 weeks, yeah. So we have my boss there. She's taking down all the notes. Uh, okay. So 3 weeks Python, 4 weeks blockchain. Yeah. I'll try my best to complete the deadline. Okay. Uh, okay. What next? Had no idea that there were intern thing going on. Yeah, so the internship was going on, and then my interns are working, and I love my interns. They're awesome. I'm very lucky to to get those type of interns on the project. Uh, okay, next, what about Salesforce? The thing is, I don't work on Salesforce. I don't know much about Salesforce, so can't comment. Let me just do one thing. Where the streaming is going? Yeah, going good. Yeah, so Java or Python, which is best? Okay, so very common question. We are living in a world where we love competition, right? We all love competition. Now, Java is good at its own place, Python is good at its own place, but still, we have Java developers and Python developers. They fight. So Java developers says Java is the best language. Of course, it is. Python developer says Python is the best language, and of course it is. Both are good in their own domains. Now we talk about the enterprise domain, Java is still dominating it, right? Now the mobile domain, Java is still dominating it. Now what about web domain? Now in the web domain, we have different languages which are there, like we have PHP. Now Python is booming. Now I would say Python is booming in those fields like we have machine learning, we have AI, we have hacking. In those fields, Python is best, right? And there's one more thing about Python. Now, I used to think why Python is getting so famous. See, whatever you can do with Python can be done with Java. Now, there are two multiple reasons why people select why people are going for Python, not Java. First reason is the difficulty level. Now, Python language is easier to learn compared to Java. In Java we have so many stuff to learn. It's very very vast, right? The second thing about Python is Google is promoting Python a lot. Example: every language has some godfather. For Java it was Sun, and now Oracle. For PHP it was Facebook, and then for Python we have Google. And when Google does something, they do it in a very vast way, right? So Google is somewhat promoting Python, and that's why it is used. It is getting used everywhere. So when Google says, "Hey, we will use Python for machine learning," everyone will say, okay, we will use Python for machine learning. So that's the thing. And Python is good because you can do a lot of things in Python. Uh, okay, so what next? Panchal says, I'm Kotlin Android and Kotlin Spring Boot developer. What about it? Okay, that's good. You are working on Kotlin. That's good. See, if you talk about Kotlin is Java in disguise. You can imagine Java applied a makeup to look good. So that's Kotlin for you, sir. Because ultimately, when you write Kotlin code, it gets converted into bytecode, and it's all Java, right? Kotlin still works on JVM, which is built on Java. So yes, Kotlin is effective. It has less boilerplate code, but that's amazing. Okay, now we have one more super chat here, which is from Aviral Pal. That's great. And okay, the question is, what's your view on Angular? Okay, now I'm a bad person to answer that question, but anyway, thanks for the super chat. So let me just try what is my view on Angular, because I don't work on Angular. Now, see, we have this front-end technology, right? Now, there are multiple view technology which we can use. One is Angular, then we can use Vue, and then we can use React. Now, I always love Google's technology. So whatever Google promotes, I love it. I'm not a big fan of Facebook because I don't feel Facebook as a pure technological company. They are more towards business. They are more towards promoting their own products, affecting people's life. I never felt Facebook is doing something for the community. I always feel Facebook is doing something for themselves. But I feel Google is doing something for the community. They help community. They put more codes on the in the market. I'm not saying Facebook don't do that, but there's always some hidden, what you say, hidden benefits for from Facebook side. And that's why I don't like React technology, because of Facebook promotes the way Facebook promotes it. Now, what about Angular? Angular is very effective in terms of web designing, or the designing part, and they are getting new updates, right? The recent Angular, I heard it is good, because I don't work on Angular, so I cannot comment. So again, I'm not commenting based on the technology. So I'm not saying Angular is better than React, but the company they are sponsoring. So when Google does something, they do in a very good way. So you can expect a better future for Angular, because see, whenever Google does something, it's for long term. I'm not sure about Facebook. Facebook is promoting React now. That's great. What about future updates? That's the only question. Okay, so Pankaj says, I wanted to meet you. Sure, I stay in Mumbai, and specifically in Kalyan area, and this is for open for everyone. So whenever you want to meet me, let me know. We can arrange a meetup. So in fact, I'm doing some planning here. I'm looking for some classes or some place where we can do some seminars. The only problem is you need to travel to Kalyan. Okay, that's the only requirement. The seminar will be free. It will be based on some amazing topic. Let's say blockchain, Python, Java, Spring Framework. We will choose a topic for 2 hours and we'll talk about it. It will be your view and my view. Uh, so let's see how that goes. Uh, so let me know if you want to visit to Kalyan, so that we can meet. Okay, so Anurag says, what is the best? Okay, which is best, Laravel or Django? See, as I mentioned, I don't work on PHP, so I cannot comment on Laravel. But I heard that it's good. The updates which they got is amazing, so maybe it will be good. I cannot comment on those questions. Okay. Samir says, what do you do apart from YouTube? As I mentioned, apart from YouTube, I'm also a corporate trainer. So I go to different companies for training, like big companies, not very big, not Google, not Facebook, unfortunately, but good companies in India. And I go there to train people. So let's say when you get hired by different companies, it is my responsibility to train you. Example, what you learn in colleges is not up to the mark of the industry, right? So they are not. So, like example, you learn Java, but you don't learn Spring Framework. So it is my job to teach you Spring Framework. That's what I do in the industry. Next, I also work on some projects. That's what I do. Yeah, and most of the time, I upgrade myself. And keep learning new technologies so that I can help you. That's what I do. Okay. Anything? It was a big question. Oh, we got one more super chat. Sorry, the super chat are just guessing missed there. So this is from Sushil Kumar. Hello, sir. I'm working for Android for around 6 years. So that's great. And in most of this period, I worked on Core Java with Swing. Suggest me how can I switch current job. Yeah, that's good. If you have worked on Swing for 6 years, that means you know a lot about Core Java. Your basic skills on your core skills on Core Java, they're awesome, right? Because if you have worked on 6 year, because that's what happened when you work on project, automatically things get, your brain start changing according to the technology you work on. Now, if you want to upgrade yourself, I would say learn Spring Framework. If you want to get into web development or the enterprise market, if you would want to get into, I would also recommend you to go for big data, because if you have Java knowledge, it's better to choose a technology which is based on Java instead of directly switching to machine learning or other stuff. So I would say go for learn Spring Framework and get into enterprise market, or learn big data. That is one thing you can do. What else you can learn? And if you really want to take a big risk, I cannot say risk, but then a big leap, a big jump, I would say go for blockchain, learn about the apps, be ready for the new internet. That's what I'm recommending to people nowadays, to do something big. Okay, next question. Sir, question from Bhavesh. Java is better or Kotlin? See, both are best. Now, people who are working on Java from a long time, they will love Java. It will be difficult for them to switch to Kotlin, because we are loyal fans of Java, they will directly not jump to Kotlin. But yes, in terms of syntax, in terms of efficiency, Kotlin is awesome. If you want to achieve something, writing a code in Kotlin will be very easy. Yeah, so Kotlin, yes, in terms of productivity, in terms of code quality, Kotlin is good, is awesome. But if you really want to understand how programming works, I would say first learn Java, then learn Kotlin, because Java is in a lot of updates now. In Java 11, also we have so many features which are coming. In Java 10, they have added some new features. In Java 9, they made modularity. So there are a lot of things which are coming for Java. But in terms of code quality, I would say Kotlin. Productivity, Kotlin. Okay, next question from Sharad. Hey Roy, MySQL is slow for multiple. Okay, you're answering someone else's question. Okay, that's fine. Okay, which career? So this question is from Krishna, and question is which career is better to enhance machine learning or blockchain? I would say both, depend upon what you want to do. Example, if you wanted to get into, if you know maths better, if you're good with calculus, integration, all those stuff, I would say go for machine learning because we need people in machine learning now. But if you think you can you can work on cryptocurrency, you can work on new internet, I would say go for blockchain. This is a personal choice again. Both has a good career future. Both in terms, so blockchain is something, maybe it may be a bubble, you never know, because maybe company will not switch to blockchain. But in terms of machine learning, it's a future. Machine learning is for sure a future. Blockchain is 99% is a future. There is 1% doubt that it might be a bubble. Yeah. Okay, so Rohan says, sir, any plan for deep learning course on Telusko? No. As of now, no plans. Maybe next year, or maybe next to next year, or maybe never. There's so many things. Okay. B development says, should I learn Scala? Of course you should. If you have a requirement, go for it. Okay, so Rohit says, hello, sir. You have any Java for Android videos instead of going for complete core Java? Okay, so what I understand from your question is you want to learn Android, but for that you want to learn Java, and you want to learn Java only for Android. Okay, that is the question. No, I don't have this separate playlist called as Java for Android, but you should be knowing Java well, before jumping on Android. Because see, what happens is for designing Android, we have XML, that's fine. The moment you start processing the data and all those stuff, I would recommend you to have good skills on Java. If you don't have good skills, you will suffer. At least OOPS concept, interfaces, multi-threading, collections, or everything is important, if you want, you can watch my Java tutorials for beginners 2018 playlist. It has only 64 videos, crisp videos. It will not waste much of your time, and it will be helpful for you. So if you're still watching and if you have not clicked the like button, come on, guys, why you're waiting for? Click on like button there if you are enjoying this session. I'm going live after a long time. And I'm finally I'm enjoying live now. Okay. Where's the question? Okay, which language and DBMS combination is mostly used in big data? Okay, database is Oracle, of course, because a lot of industries, they use Oracle. And the language, now this is where we have a lot of languages here. We have Java, we have Scala. Now Python is also there, and then we have R language. So whenever it comes to statistics, it's always R. But we have Java, Scala, and Python, which has a good hand in big data. Now in big data, yes, Java and Scala has more power compared to Python, but Python is also there. Okay, so Aditya says, sir, your Java videos helped me to score 94 in ICSE competitive exam. Is it 94? Okay, I should be doing that now. I should give that exam. That's great. Congrats, buddy. Okay. Machine learning in Java, I don't think machine learning is effective in Java because of lack of libraries. Yeah. Okay. What about machine learning? No, but we'll not be putting machine learning videos on this channel, at least till will I complete all these things which are on the way. Okay, Kumar says, sir, come to Bangalore. I'm planning to come to Bangalore, so we'll soon have a Bangalore meetup. We just need to create a plan. I do have some work there, so if I come there, I will surely have a meetup there. Okay. Okay, we got another super chat here from Bala Kumaran Sampath. That's great. And the question is, hi sir, have been into it for 8 years in testing. Oh, it's okay. That's great. So you are into IT from last 8 years in testing, and now I like to switch my career to blockchain. Your suggestion, please. Amazing, amazing choice. Get into blockchain. The best thing you have to do is learn blockchain. So, okay, so what you can do is, I get this question a lot. In fact, I'll be making a separate video on this. The question is how to learn stuff, how to learn blockchain, how to learn AI, how to learn other things, and how I learn all these technologies. Let me reveal the secret finally. And I'll be doing a separate video on this in future. Now, in short, what I do is if I want to learn something, if I want to learn new things, first of all, go to Google and search for it. Simple. Let's say if you want to learn blockchain, go to Google and search about blockchain. Now, of course, the scope. So let me answer your question first about the scope of blockchain. They have a very good scope in future. As I mentioned, 99% there's a chance that there will be a huge scope for blockchain, and for next year there will be a lot of vacancies. Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about learning. How do you learn new things? Now, first thing you do is okay. What I do. Okay, I'm not saying this is the best way, but what I do. So if I want to learn something new, I go to Google. I search about that topic. Doesn't matter which link comes up. I click on the first link. Read the article, okay? Because most of the time it is article. Read the article, understand what it is. Next thing I do is I go to YouTube, I search for the topic. Doesn't matter which, I always go for the first video. I don't know, I have this habit. I go for the first video. Now I watch the video. The moment I feel I'm getting bored, I switch because of suggestions. On the right hand side we have so many suggestions. I click on that. I watch the video. Now, once I feel that things are going good, I can learn this technology. Then I go to some MOOCs. You know what is MOOCs? It is massive open online courses. We have Coursera, we have Udacity, we have EDX. Just go there and search for the course. Most of the courses there are free. Example, if you want to learn AI, the basics of AI are free. If you want to learn Java, we have free videos there. You can just go there and watch the videos, and that's how you learn. But the only thing is you are only learning stuff. You're not implementing it. So what I do is I make a small project, and that's how you learn new things, and that's how you get a job. Yeah. So that was the secret. Maybe I will make a complete video, this step by step in one of the video. Okay, Akhtar Raza Khan says video on your biography. Okay, do I need a biography? Maybe you know everything about me. Why you need a separate video? Okay, can blockchain help in ethical hacking? Not sure, because I'm not into hacking much, so I cannot comment on that. But yes, in terms of privacy, in terms of security, it is much more effective. Okay. My India says Pearl has any future. Not sure. I don't hear about Pearl much about Pearl nowadays. Okay. There's a question. Which one? Hindi. Okay. Panchal says, say in Hindi, Aao kabhi Haveli pe. I know, I love this dialogue. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah. So where's the? I love you, buddy, Panchal. Okay. So, okay. Where's the question? I lost all the questions here. Okay. Wait, what is more important, certificate or project? In this scenario, I would say project. I mean, if I want to hire you, I will choose people who have projects than certificates, because certificates, you get certificates based on the theory skills you have. But if you work on a project, you understand the real problem. So I will always prefer projects. Oh, okay. Okay, Samir says, can I get full Spring plus Maven videos on your channel? Okay, when I say full, what it means. Now, see, for me, the videos which I've created, they are enough to understand Spring framework. Now, of course, I'm not creating the complete set. So I'm not creating a tutorials which will look same as books. Creating 50, 100 videos on Spring. The idea is Spring is a framework. When you talk about frameworks, first you have to understand the basics of it, and later part, the advanced part, you should be doing by yourself. Going to Google about searching about this stuff, that stuff. Example, let's say if you are working on Spring and suddenly you realize, okay, this is not working, but you have done with the basics. Okay, you know the basics. Just go to Google and search for this stuff. You will get it. That's my thinking. I'm not making the complete set of Spring, but whatever we have, it's enough to understand Spring and to start working on it. Yeah. So Umapati says, please upload microservice tutorials. Yes, they are on the way. Gaurav says, a blockchain kya hai? Good question, Gaurav. So go to description area. There's a link for blockchain video. I knew someone would ask this question. That's why in the description area there's a link. Uh, do I learn Perl? Has it any future? I'm not sure. Okay, we got another super chat from Neeraj. Future guidance on Informatica tool. I'm fresher. This is the problem, I'm not okay. I've not done anything on Informatica, but I do have a video. So if you can go to my playlist, there is a playlist of Tech Talks. Yeah, Tech Talks. Now, in that playlist, there is one person. So, in Tech Talks, what we did is I talked to the industry experts. In one of the video, we have the information about Informatica. Okay, so you can watch that, or maybe if you can wait at the end of this session, I will just search the video and I will share the link in the chat window. But again, I'm not into Informatica, so can't comment. Okay, so technical notebook says, what about Pluralsight for learning? Pluralsight is good. The only thing is you have to pay subscription fee. You have to pay around what are the charges? Maybe $100 per month, somewhat, or maybe $50 per month. I'm not sure. That was the cost, I guess. Now it is a bit costly. People who live in India, especially, or maybe in Asian countries, the dollar conversion rate it goes very high. So paying that much for Pluralsight, I don't think it's much. It's worth. So better than that, YouTube. I sometimes I feel YouTube is much better than Pluralsight. But yes, we have other platform like LinkedIn Learning. It's good. Again, it's not that good, but it's good. How about if you really want to learn something, I would say EDX and YouTube. That should be good. But if you can pay for it, of course, Pluralsight will be helpful. Okay. And there's one more thing, I realized this thing. Charging something for the course is not a good thing. I charge, okay, I did that before, way back. In fact, I used to charge for the courses, but then something clicked in my mind, charging for the courses is not a good thing because the first thing is, in fact, I personally I don't like this thing, charging for the courses, because first, you cannot specify the value of the course. Example, if I say for 1,000 rupees you will get Java course. Now, of course, right, when you say 1,000 rupees, how can you judge the value for the course, right? So what I prefer is, if you are learning my course, let's say if you learn the entire Java, which maybe I would have charged you 1,000 rupees for that. Instead of paying me 1,000 rupees, if you feel it was helpful and at this point I can pay 100 rupees, or maybe after 10 years I can pay you 1 lakh rupees, that would be awesome, like donations. Don't pay for the course, go for donations. That's what I prefer. Uh, that's my thing. Okay, so Abhinav Jain says, okay, so we got another super chat here from Abhinav, and the question is how to get a good call job without a CS degree. Okay, now depending upon where you live, if you are living in Silicon Valley, you don't need a CS degree. You just need skills. There are a lot of companies there; they are ready to hire you. If you are living in India or any country where they don't have the IT hub, now when you say IT hub, it simply means a place where they have a lot of IT companies. And if you are living in non-IT hub, say cities or areas, it's difficult to get a job without CS degree, because these companies who are out of IT hub, they look for people who has engineering degree, because it makes sense actually if you have a CS degree. But if you don't have it, I would say go to cities where they have IT hub. Example, in India, we have Bangalore, we have Hyderabad. Just go to that city and learn new things. Example, let's say learn blockchain. Learn something which no one is working on. Example, blockchain. We don't have much developers. Learn blockchain, and you will be getting a job. You'll be getting a job. Learn machine learning. You'll be getting a job. Doesn't matter which degree you have, because company needs for niche technologies. Company need skill set, not degrees. Of course, you should be having some degree. Not you cannot say I've not completed my degree. Still, you want job. But if you have any degree and if you have a niche skill, you will get a job. So I would say go for blockchain, machine learning, big data. What else? This is something you can do. Okay. Next question: how to donate? Is it okay? So it's very easy actually. Just go to my. So let me share the link here. So I would just give me a second. You can go to telusko.com. That's my website. In that, there is an option of. So you can see in the chat window, I've shared a link. Just go there, and since if you're from India, just click on India link, and you can donate there. And trust me, the amount doesn't matter. Maybe the amount ranges from 5 rupees to 1 lakh rupees. Doesn't matter. If you want to, you can give me an iPhone, but the amount doesn't matter. Even 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 20 rupees. Because if we add all the amount, it makes good sense to invest in this setup. So whatever you spend, whatever you donate, will be used as to buy new things, like buying a book so that I can read, I can improve myself, buying online courses, not online courses, but maybe membership from different like EDX, or getting a certificate for myself, yeah, and getting a new camera, maybe lens, something like that. Get it? Maybe mostly. Okay, so. Okay, what next? How is the internship going? It's going good. It's going very good. You will be getting some updates on internship soon on the website itself. Okay. Okay, so Manali says, sir, I really appreciate your approach of teaching students. It's really helpful for all of us. Oh, thank you so much. My pleasure. Okay, Panchal says, I don't have any kind of degree. How can I get a job? Okay. See, to get a job in big companies, you need degree. But if you want to get into startups, I guess there are some startups that don't need degree. They just need skill set. But if that's a joke, then you get a job. It doesn't matter. Okay, so that's great. How to learn algorithm and data structures. So if you want to learn data structures, just go to the channel and you will find data structure videos. For algorithms, just go to YouTube and search for algorithms. I don't. We do have a lot of videos available for algorithms on YouTube. Maybe I will be creating my own. Maybe after completing all this thing, Python and things, I'll be uploading videos on algorithm. Neeraj says, please don't forget to send Informatica tool video. Sure, Neeraj, I will do that. Parallelly, when I'm talking to you, I can search for it. In fact, I would recommend everyone to go to watch the tech talks on the Telusko Learning, because this is where I have interviewed industry experts. Not find that playlist now. Where it is. Yeah, text expert thoughts. And in that, I guess it was Raj who talked about Informatica. Let me share the link here. It will be helpful for everyone. This is an amazing playlist. Maybe quite boring for some people, but so I shared the link. I shared the link in the chat window. Okay. So Happy Negi says, how is MIT 6.006 for algorithm beginners? See, if it is MIT, of course it will be good. Yeah, but in terms of beginners, I've not seen the course yet, so I cannot comment. So what I would recommend is start watching the videos, and if you feel there's something missing, example in the algorithm they're talking about some languages, and if you don't know the language, learn that language. In the concept, if they're talking about something else, maybe while teaching you, maybe shortest path first, they're asking you to learn how to sort. Then just go to Google and search for that. Fill the gaps. See, nothing is difficult. It's just that there's a gap between what you know and what they're talking about. So try to fill the gaps. Okay, now it's almost 50 minutes I'm talking and I'm tired already. Okay, next 5 minutes, or yeah, next 5 minutes, and then we are good to go. So come on, guys! If you have just joined the session, like the like button so that I will know how things are going here. And thanks for everyone who have done super chat. It's very helpful. Okay, we got another question. Deepak, I'll ask the question. Okay, we got another super chat here from Shivani Sharma, and the question is, "Hi sir, I am BTech in computers 2011. Oh, that's big time. I have no industry experience. Now I want to start my career. There's a long gap. Okay, now this is a very common problem, Shivani. It's not just you. When last year when I was giving training to online trainees, especially people from US, there were some people they had a huge gap in their career, maybe because of health issues, maybe because of getting married, maybe because of you know doing their own business. In fact, I had some people who were doing business but they were not successful, and then they had a big gap. Now, how do you get a job when you have a big gap? Now, of course, there are companies that don't prefer people with gaps. In fact, that's one bad thing about the industry. They want people who just got off the college because it's fresh mind, right? Fresh minds is always helpful. Now, the thing is about if you have a gap, the best thing is do something, learn something which is very new in the industry, which is very niche. Because, example, Android. When Android came for the first time, everyone wanted Android developers, but in the market there were not much Android developers, and that's why it doesn't matter which degree you have. It was very easy to get a job as Android developer, in year 2009 and 10. But now we have so many Android developers. Just ask who is Android developer here. Just go to market and say anyone knows Android. There will be 10 people who will raise their hand because we have so many developers. So if I'm an employer and if I want to hire someone, so I will, of course, if I have a new technology like, let's say, machine learning, and if I go to market and say, hey, anyone knows machine learning, no one will raise their hand. And if you are there and you say, hey, I know machine learning, I will not even ask which degree how much gap you have, or how much score marks you got in the engineering. What I need is skill set. So do that, and parallelly also work on some projects so that you can show them. Just it will also motivate you. It will also give you confidence if you make a project. Okay. Next question is, earlier I have to type your whole name in Google, but now Google completes your name. Is it? That's great. Is it you're talking about Telusko or Navin Reddy? So, that's great. That's what you say. Uh, uh, okay, we got another question from Kunal. Is Paytm option for supporting you? Yes, there's a Paytm option. Let me share my number in the chat window. You can do Paytm as well. Anyone want to support with Paytm? I have updated my number in the chat, but it should be available in future videos as well, right? So let me just add that in a description area so that you can do Paytm there. And trust me, in a big sense, I need donations, because if I want to stop all other stuff, all other corporate training, I need donations so that I can help you. How about PayPal? The only problem with PayPal is they have updated their schemes, and I guess I'm not getting any PayPal donations from last 1 month. Maybe no one is sending donations, or maybe PayPal has stopped my account. So wait for some time. I will update about PayPal. But as of now, you can use InstaMojo, you can use Paytm, or you can be a Patreon, or you can do Super Chat here. So if you donate, you can do Super Chat here as well. That will be fine. Okay, so next question. Okay, please tell us about graphic designing. Okay, that's the thing. I don't work on front end much, so can't talk about it. I don't even know how to use Photoshop. You can blame me there, but I don't know how to use Photoshop. I tried. Okay, when I was doing my college, I tried learning Photoshop and I failed miserably. But I'm doing now. I'm doing this Green screen. Yesterday I tried for the first time. I loved it. You can say I'm lame or new to this, but I enjoyed it. So I love designing now. I love the editing stuff. So okay, so Akhtar says, please do more and more meetups. Surely we'll do that. So next meetup will be in Mumbai itself. We'll do that. Last 5 minutes. I'm really tired now. Come on, important questions. Okay, so sir, your views on big data. On big data, yes, it's a huge field. The thing is, AI. Let's talk about AI, and then we'll move towards big data. How important AI is. Now, AI is very important because from a long time, whatever we imagine, example when you watch movies, Hollywood movies, you see a lot of stuff. Uh, like Iron Man, he's talking to Jarvis. It's very effective, in the industry, especially in the business market, in the business, in the stock market. AI will be very helpful. It will be very helpful in the health industry because you can predict the disease beforehand. Now, question arises how AI will work because AI needs a lot of data, right? AI works on data and predictions. Now, where you will get this data, and this data is coming from big data. Just because we had so many data, that's so much of data. That's why AI is improving so much. So big data, yes, it's very important. So I would say if you are going for data science or machine learning in future, learn big data at least, basics of it. It will be helpful for you. Okay, Akhtar says your craze in my college, in my locality. Oh, that's great. It's amazing. Oh, that's great. Where you stay, Akhtar? Just let me know so that we can have a meetup there. Okay. Arjun says I only see PHP jobs here. Where you stay, Arjun? Maybe. See, the thing is, we have different levels of jobs and the enterprise and the market. So if you talk about startups who are doing, small projects, they might use PHP. But for big projects, people are moving towards Python, Ruby, Java. I'm not saying PHP is bad. It's just that PHP is only a web language. So we want a language which should work everywhere, right? Java, it is for everything, for web, for console, for the Android, for mobile. Python is also there. Okay. Okay, design pattern videos, any update? So I do have all the basic design patterns like factory, adapter. But yes, there are more design patterns as well. I'm trying to do that, but the only thing is I'm busy with all this stuff. So I will try to complete design patterns as well. Okay, Arjun says Punjab. Okay, so move to Bangalore, Arjun. It's big time for you. Move to Bangalore, move to Hyderabad or Mumbai. Mumbai, don't move to Mumbai. Maybe Pune, Hyderabad or Bangalore. Okay, so Dominic says, is it important to learn Docker for Java, Python in production environment? Yes. If you are in the industry from a long time, if you are working on Java, I would say learn Docker, learn Jenkins, everything. Because as a developer nowadays, you need to know everything, the entire stack, the development, the deployment, maintenance, everything. So it will be helpful for you. It will, if you know Docker, it will add an advantage to your career, career growth. Okay. Rutnesh says, what's the use of learning Linux? Now, this is a very common question if you are in college, because in college you learn Linux, and somewhere some people hate Linux. I don't know why. Maybe because difficult to learn, and it doesn't make sense for some people, because they feel everything can be done in Windows. Then why to learn Linux? The thing is, the moment you join a company, the moment you start working on production servers, when you start working on some apps, there are some features which is only available on Linux. Example, let's talk about Docker. If you want to use Docker, it works on a VM or the service which is there by default, which is there for Linux by default. But if you want to use it on Windows or Mac, you have to install some extra softwares. So most of these servers, they are running on Linux. So that's why I learn Linux. Work on Linux. It's very important. Okay. One last question. Okay, I'm very tired. It's been 1 hour now, exactly 1 hour. I'm tired now. You can see, I can feel my voice. I can hear my voice. Okay. One last question. let me pick any random. So I will close my eyes, I will open my eyes, and that's the question. And the question is IoT. What is your comment? Now, thing is, as I mentioned, things are changing very fast. Now we have IoT as well. In fact, IoT is coming from last 6 years. When I was doing my MSc, 2012, I was thinking about making IoT project, but then due to lack of resources or due to lack of interest in IoT, I've not done that. But IoT is coming. So in future, if you love embedded systems, if you want to work on all these technologies, working with different devices, connecting your phone with your ACs and your mic, your gadgets. So IoT is awesome. It will be future. It will be future for sure. Like you can do the entire home automation using IoT. It has a good future. But then you have to search for the courses, good courses and good jobs, because not every company do IoT. So search for the company who do that. Who do that. So that's it, everyone. I'm tired now. I'm sorry for those people who. So I'm not able. I know I'm not able to answer all the questions due to lack of time. And trust me, the questions just go up and up. Next time I will add this slow chat so that I can answer all the questions. I will try to answer all the questions. So that's it, everyone. Bye bye. I hope you enjoyed this session. See you in the next live session. I will try to do it in weekdays, but if not, then again Sunday. Okay. So that's it. So let me say bye to everyone, or if you have anything to say at last. Okay, I'm still getting a lot of questions. Everyone says thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, everyone. We'll again connect, and still I'm getting some questions. Yeah, just to update, you can still support me by sharing my videos, liking the video, and donations, contributing the code. So if in future I might ask you to contribute to this project by submitting some code or some data. Let's see. So thanks for donation, whoever's done that. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye. Bye. Sure. In fact, I enjoyed today's streaming. Bye bye. Finally, signing off.